All right, let's talk about something every entrepreneur dreams of: finding a business idea that's almost a sure thing. Today, we are diving into 7 businesses that almost never fail. And hey, this isn't just a hunch, it's all backed by official government data. So, think about this for a second. What if you could start a business that was practically guaranteed to succeed? I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, right? But the data suggests it's way more possible than you'd think. Let's just dive right into the numbers. Most startups face a pretty harsh reality, a success rate that's, less than 10%. It's tough out there, but the businesses we're about to look at, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, their success rates are north of 75%. That is a massive, staggering difference. And the reason why is really the big secret here. They all serve timeless, fundamental human needs. So let's kick things off with our first category: businesses that are on the move. Literally. These are all about tapping into that basic, constant need to get people and, well, stuff from point A to point B. First up, we've got general transportation. This workhorse of a business comes in with a 76.4% success rate. So why is it so high? It's actually super simple. The world always needs things moved. People, cargo, you name it. That creates a constant, evergreen demand. One source put it in a way I just love. Think of it as your own travel-themed Monopoly board. You get paid to move around the board, but here's the best part: you don't have to worry about landing on someone else's property and paying rent. It's a great way to think about it, right? The upside is pretty obvious: a really high success rate, and you don't need a PhD to get started. But you've got to be realistic about the downsides too. You're dealing with vehicle maintenance, demand can go up and down, and often the profit margins can be a little on the slim side. And for those reasons, we're giving it a solid 7.5 out of 10. It's a super reliable business for sure, but those lower profit margins mean it might not be the fastest rocket ship to riches. Okay, so what if we get a little more specialized? Let's talk about the dump truck business. This is the absolute workhorse for construction, landscaping, any big project, really. Now get this, the success rate here is so high that the official data literally calls it off the charts. And the revenue? Whoa. We're talking an average of $178,000 a year. That breaks down to about $80 an hour. When a construction site needs dirt moved, they need it moved now, and they're willing to pay for it. This specialization is why it nabs a much higher opportunity score of 8.5 out of 10. That high earning potential is just a massive game changer, making it a super attractive niche in the whole transportation world. All right, moving on to our next category: everyday essential services. These are the businesses that fulfill needs people have no matter what's happening with the economy. Things like shelter. And that, of course, brings us to rental properties. You've heard it before, and it's a classic for a reason. Real estate has single-handedly created more millionaires than any other business model out there. The data shows an absolutely astounding 85.3% success rate. And the model is so beautifully simple. Your tenant's rent pays your mortgage and your expenses. Whatever's left over, that's your profit. And look at that, we're right back at the Monopoly board. This analogy is just perfect because it nails the strategy. You acquire properties, you collect rent, and you build your wealth over time. It's such a powerful and tangible path to financial freedom. This one gets a massive 9.5 out of 10. And why is it so high? Well, you're getting the potential for passive income, you get significant tax benefits, and your property is likely appreciating in value. It's like a triple win. Our third category is probably my personal favorite, what I like to call automated profit engines. These are businesses designed to, you guessed it, make money while you sleep, by fulfilling simple needs for convenience and security with minimal day-to-day effort. Let's start with the humble vending machine. Think about it. This business is genius. It combines pure convenience with incredibly low overhead. The machine literally does all the selling for you 24/7. A 90% success rate? That's incredible. And here's a little bit of trivia for you. This concept is ancient. The very first vending machine was actually invented back in 1st century AD Egypt to dispense holy water. Seriously, from holy water to hot Cheetos, the model just works. Next up, self-storage facilities. This business taps into a simple, timeless human problem. We all have too much stuff. It's a problem basically everyone has, right? And that makes it an unbelievably recession-resistant industry. And the numbers, they totally back this up. A 92% success rate. Think about it. During a downturn, people might cut back on fancy dinners, but they are not going to just throw away their belongings. They'll gladly pay to keep them safe.
But here's what's so cool. Look at how technology has completely changed the game here. The traditional path meant you needed huge amounts of capital to buy or build a facility. But the modern path, you can use an app like Neighbor or Clutter and literally start by renting out a spare corner of your own garage. The barrier to entry has just collapsed.
And now, for the business with the highest success rate on our entire list, are you ready for this? It's the laundromat. It just doesn't get more essential than clean clothes. Just look at that number, 95%. Let that sink in for just a moment. This is a nearly recession-proof business because no matter what, rich or poor, good times or bad, people need to do their laundry. And just like with self-storage, technology offers an amazing new way in. The old way, buying a laundromat and all those machines, is super capital intensive. But with an app like SudShare, you can turn your own washer and dryer at home into a small business, doing laundry for other people. It's brilliant. Okay, so we've gone through a bunch of these amazing business models. Let's pull it all together and look at the final scoreboard for a clear side-by-side comparison. So here it is, all laid out. You can really see the trade-offs. Look, laundromats have the highest success rate at a staggering 95%. But rental properties and self-storage get that massive 9.5 for overall opportunity. Why? Because they perfectly balance that high success rate with other huge factors like passive income potential and scalability. It's all about finding the right balance that works for you. So, what's the one big thing to take away from all of this? It's this. All of these businesses are so successful because they serve timeless, fundamental human needs: transportation, shelter, storage, cleanliness. So my final question for you to think about is this. What other human needs are just as certain? The answer to that, well, that could be your next big idea.